In Italy, it's okay if you want to try a little bit of wine. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Sarah in the Boot. I'm an American who lives in Italy and I've been living here for the past 5 years. So I kind of feel like I have made a home here myself. I started this vlog to kind of talk about what it's like to live in Italy as an American and how I'm adjusting to the different lifestyle. I really wanted to start this just to give advice to other people who are other Americans who might be living in Italy or in Europe in general, abroad. I know it's quite difficult to adjust to the lifestyle, and then once you adjust, there's still some moments where you're like, oh my god. So it's been a long time since I've done a vlog. Exactly 2 years, to be honest. I honestly, life got the better of me, as well as procrastination. Life and work and, you know, days go by, then weeks go by, and then months go by. And before you know it, it's been 2 years and I haven't posted a video. A lot has happened in the past 2 years. So I'm gonna quickly fill you guys in. This past March, Luigi and I got married. For those of you who don't know, Luigi is my boyfriend, or now my husband, and we got married this past March. It was a small city hall wedding. It was super nice, really small, so just like friends and family. And then we had like a reception down in Narano, which is this beautiful town along the Amalfi Coast, at a restaurant called Lo Scoglio. So if those who are visiting along the Amalfi Coast on vacation, definitely stop by there. It's a family who owns it, and the food is amazing. Like it's so good. It's some of the best seafood you'll ever have. And then now we are expecting our first child together. We're super excited. It's a baby girl, and she's due this August. So pretty soon. It's crazy. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm about 34, just over 34 weeks. It's been incredible. A lot of ups and downs for sure. It's not easy being pregnant, but it's been a fun ride. So today I'm going to talk about the 10 things about being pregnant in Italy. There's a lot of things that kind of are universal, but there's some things in Italy that I find either really irritating or incredibly helpful. This is great for any person abroad in Europe or in Italy who is pregnant or expecting, or even people on vacation who are planning to vacation here in Italy, what to expect when you get here, and how people will treat you, and maybe what's available. Number one, Italians love babies. They are obsessed with them. At least where I live specifically in the south of Italy. I live in a smaller town, so pretty much everyone knows each other. They're very safe. They're not big cities, so it's very common if an Italian stranger comes up to you and see, like, with your baby in a stroller, or you're pregnant, and they'll be like, oh, is it a girl or boy, or, you know, how cute, che bello, che bella, like, how beautiful, how old are they, what's their name, and then they'll compliment you, complete strangers, and then go about their day. It's really nice, but sometimes it can get really suffocating. I have a friend here who just had a baby last year, and everywhere we go, people would stop her, like, constantly. I feel like sometimes it gets a little too much, but they mean well. So adults have been very accommodating to people with babies, and as well as pregnant women. Usually adults will let up their seats if you're like on a bus or something, you know, or they'll let you go through and skip the line if you're waiting in line at the grocery store. The only thing I've had a bad experience with is I was on a public local bus going from Sorrento up into where I live. There was all these Italian teenagers. And teenagers are, you know, I think this is not just Italian teenagers, I think it's just teenagers in general. They swarm, like at least 30 of them. They all swarm on the bus first. They all take the seats. And literally, there's only 2 people standing, me and another person. I, a pregnant woman, and visibly pregnant, had to stand on the bus a whole ride home. And no teenager, no one offered my seat. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, this is ridiculous. I mean, I feel like they don't understand. They're at an age where they don't care. But adults are really nice to you. Number 2. Oh my god, it's so hot. It is so hot. The heat here, allora. So I live in south of Italy, Amalfi Coast, beautiful area, summer town, best place to be in the summer. And it is July, and it is so hot. Also too, this is strictly for like if you're expecting mother in the summer. I mean, a lot of people know when you're pregnant, your body temperature just gets hotter. You sweat more, you're carrying more, you're just this furnace. With this humidity, thank goodness we have the sea. At least we can get like a nice breeze, but still it is suffocating. Oh my god, and also too in Italy, I'm gonna warn you, they don't have air conditionings here. Like it's something in Europe, majority of Europe, I mean now it's slightly kind of being more popular to get air conditioning, but it's not very common. Where in the States, it's like all full blast during the summer. So no matter how hot it's outside in the States, you know it's like 30 degrees cooler inside. While in Italy, if it's really hot outside, it's not gonna be that much of a difference inside. We have a little fan thing over here, and then we also have one here. Because it just gets so hot. And this summer, there's been a European heat wave going through. So if you have a summer baby, good luck. Try to stay cool. Chewing on ice cubes have been like one of my favorite things to do. I know it's so bad for your teeth, but like it just, freshness, it's so cold, I love it. Number 3, food. OBGYN here is, he's great, he's awesome. Basically, he gave me a whole packet about what's a good thing to eat, what you shouldn't eat. Like an ideal like menu for a day. The Italians say sale fa male, which means that salt is bad. And sale fa male, but di più more for pregnant women. Really have to cut down your salt. They're like huge about that. You know, fresh fruits, fresh veggies. Make sure you wash them, because here, for example, we have a garden, and they also have an expression here in Italy where you 0 chilometri, which means 0 kilometers, which means literally what you take from your garden, you put right on your plate, so there's no middleman. So I know that here in Italy, I'm getting some of the best, freshest products with no chemicals, no preservatives in them, which I love. I love what Italy offers. They're very serious about their food, so I'm going like this. So they know, like, you know, you need to have your red meats, you need to eat fish. Yeah, and also too, like here specifically where I live, fish is a huge thing, especially during the summer. Obviously, no raw fish. So this kind of ties into number 3/4, alcohol. Okay, so I have to do a disclaimer here. I am not a doctor one bit. So do not listen to me. If you have any questions or concerns, go straight to your doctor, call them, ask them. They are professionals and they know what they're talking about. This is just my personal experience here in Italy. With alcohol, I've noticed, and I'm not talking about hard liquors, no, that's like 100% out the door. I'm talking about wine and beer. Yeah, I've noticed with pregnant women, they still offer wine and they see it kind of as like, you know, they're like, let's just stop. You know, a little bit's okay, don't worry. Like, they're not saying like have a bottle. They're saying like, you know, maybe like this much, like a glass or like a sip of something. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get mom shamed out the wazoo here, but like, I've had friends come to visit me, we go out to dinner. They usually offer you here at dinner, before you eat, a little Prosecco. And I'm talking like a little Prosecco like this and a champagne flute for like a brindisi, which is like a little cheers before you eat. And I've had a sip of that. I've had like, if my husband and Luigi, if he's, you know, drinking a really nice glass of red wine, like, can I have a little sip? Each to his own. I'm not saying go out and have a tequila shot. Hell no. I'm just saying that in Italy, it's okay if you want to try a little bit of wine. I'm saying. But listen to your doctor, listen to the professionals. I'm just talking from my personal experience. Number 4, okay, weight. So I've noticed that Italians are much more strict. This might also be Europe, but much more strict on the matters of how much weight you gain. In America, I feel like it's much more of a variety because there's more people in the States, there's more variety of people. Well, here in Europe, people are much, I've noticed in general that people are much smaller, whether it mean height, girth, whatever it may be. And I feel like their weight limit of like how much you should gain is very prioritized. And also too, they're very straightforward. While I feel like in America, there's something about, I mean, granted, in America, you pay for healthcare. There's some type of customer service where the doctor, like if he needs to tell you something, he'll tell you in a nice way. If an Italian doctor needs to tell you something, he's just gonna get it out. Like he's like, all right, this is the problem, this is it. He's not gonna like filter it. He's just gonna be straightforward, which is great, but also kind of stressful a little bit. So for example, in my pregnancy, like, and I didn't even know this, like, I thought weight gain was like normally like, okay, you're just going along this line and, you know, slowly increase. I didn't know it's more sporadic. In fact, in the first trimester, I barely gained maybe like a kilo, which is maybe like 2.3 pounds, I believe, something in that range. My second trimester, in 2 months, I gained 8 kilos. It is 4 kilos a month. That is like, 8 kilos is about, I want to say 17 pounds, like that in 2 months. And so far, I haven't gained anything else in the third trimester. So it was just like, like, where did that come from? A gynecologist saw this and he's like, you're getting too fat. Like, he literally was just like, you're getting too fat. It's like, oh, great. Like, that's something you want to say to a pregnant woman. Actually, I've been pretty much the same weight since then, which is weird because I'm in third trimester, but I feel like these last 6 weeks, I'm gonna really like just, and at one point, I even walk into the room and he says, "Ah, sei leviato." I was just like, okay. That literally means like your yeast, you've risen. Like, because, you know, yeast rises and gets bigger. And so he was just like, wow, you've gotten bigger. But bigger in a way, not like your stomach, but like you've puffed up. And I'm just like, why? You don't want to say that to pregnant people. Number 5, free healthcare. That is something amazing. So basically, healthcare is public or private here. Public is free. So like all the hospitals, public hospitals, you can walk into a pharmacy without a prescription and get something if need be. You can go to the hospital, get surgery done, and you don't have to pay a dime. But the only thing is here, the wait is incredibly long. Like for example, if you have to get a surgery and you want to do public, you have to wait a very long time, usually until a spot opens. So for that reason, obviously, because in pregnancy you only have 9 months, you normally go private. But even then, an appointment, you go once a month and you pay maybe like 100 euros for an appointment. But that 100 euros includes 2D ultrasounds, 3D ultrasounds, as many ultrasounds as you want, labeling parts of the baby, checking your cervix, asking questions, this and that. And the appointment can range, it's not like a strict time schedule. It can range from, to 20 minutes to an hour, depending how many questions you have. And, if you want to see something specifically, they're not going to charge you for the extra, scan or whatever. It's like 100 euros, boom, done. We get everything done you want to get done in that appointment. Honestly, it's fantastic. And when I plan to give birth, I'm pretty sure the only thing you might have to pay for is epidural, which I believe is maybe about 100 or 150 euros. Not entirely sure. I'll have to double check on that. The only thing if you will have to pay for is either that, and if you decide to get a private room, because normally here you have other people in the room with you, but if you decide you want to have a private room, you pay that per night, which I think would be like 20 euros or something a night. It is good healthcare, and it's very, very affordable. Number 6, superstitions. Oh my goodness. So Italians love their superstitions. Here they, in the south of Italy specifically, I'm not sure about the north, but they have all their superstitions here. For example, if someone talks behind your back, talks about you and you have a headache, they're giving you the male occhi, which means the bad eyes. They're talking about you, and since they're talking bad things about you behind your back, bad things are going to happen to you. There's also the faccia alla corna, which is like if someone gives you the horns, meaning they're either cheating on you or they're doing something bad to you as well. So basically they have all these superstitions about being pregnant. Strangers mostly probably friends and family, but strangers maybe sometimes, will just come up to you, and when they like ask about your pregnancy and whatnot, they will not ask to grab your stomach. They will just place both hands on your tummy and just kind of hold it like for a minute or so, and you're like awkwardly like this close to them, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, you can let go now. Like it's a little awkward. So they're just like holding it, but they think it's good luck if you rub the belly or hold the belly. So there's that. One of the other superstitions is that you cannot buy your stroller or pram and set it up and leave it in your house. You need someone else to take it, set it up, and then leave it in their house. And then when you give birth, they bring that to the hospital for you, because it's bad luck if you leave the stroller and pram inside your house before the baby's born. Don't know why, just a thing. Oh, another superstition, I don't know if it's technically a superstition, but I was talking to my mother-in-law about getting a hospital gown. Because here in Italy, you have to bring all your stuff to the hospital. They don't give you things. Unless it's like an emergency and you really don't have anything. They probably have some spare things you can use, but it's not like they give you free gifts. Basically, I was looking for a hospital gown. I was like, well, maybe I should get a dark colored one, because, you know, when I give birth, you know, there's going to be a lot of blood, and it's probably going to be a mess, and, you know, you want something that's not going to be like white. And she's like, well, no, not a dark color. Like, don't get black or dark blue. That's like bad. That's bad luck. And I'm like, really? Like, even colors are bad luck? Number 7. So Italians will love to give you their opinions. I feel like this is very much universal. You're going to hear so many opinions when you're pregnant, but honestly, you just smile, nod your head in one ear and out the other. Do what works best for you. You're gonna hear so much advice, so many people telling you what you need to do, what you need to buy, but ultimately, every pregnancy is different, every person's different, every baby's different. Trial and error. A lot of it is trial and error, I've heard. People that you really should listen to is your gut feeling. You know, I swear there's something about motherly instincts, the gut feeling. If you know something's not right, if you know something's wrong, definitely get it checked out, and listen to your doctor, of course. They know what they're talking about. Number 8, names. They are huge on naming the first son after the grandfather. And for that reason, I'm kind of thankful she's a girl. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a great idea, it's very nice. I mean, I get that's your tradition, but also too, like, this is, in the end, it's my child, it's me and my husband's child. We get to decide what we want to name him or her. Well, I guess it's like a thing of respect. I completely understand it, but it's just sometimes it's a little too forceful. Even I am having a girl and people still come up to me, well, like, if it's a man, it's, you know, you need to name a boy. It's like, well, it's a girl, so you don't need to worry. Number 9, Bella Figura. Bella Figura here in Italy is like the beautiful figure. It's like how you present yourself. You always need to look beautiful. And it's crazy, like, even in the hospital, like, I was talking to my mother-in-law, she's very, I thank goodness, I love her. She's been amazing help. But the thing is like, a lot of things are like, you know, you need to pick out this great outfit, you need to iron it, you know, you need to make sure you have this and this, and like, I get it, I need all this stuff, but like, not only the stuff, but I need to make sure this stuff looks pristine. I'm like, this is not a fashion show. It's just how you present yourself here is huge in Italy. So when you have a bump, it's like, people are going to talk about it and they're like, oh wow, you're really small, or wow, you're so big, or your only stomach, or well, your boobs are so big. Like, it's all over the Bella Figura, so you need to dress to impress, even when you're pushing out a baby out of your vagina. Number 10, walking everywhere. Maybe this is just my lifestyle and where I live. So here where I live in Italy, very hilly, very cliffy. Even the beaches have rocks on it. It's not easy to get around, especially with a car, and I'm terrified of driving here because Italian drivers are a whole other thing. I walk a lot, and I walk, which is great exercise, I love it, but in the heat, it's suffocating. And at the end of the day, I remember my friend came to visit me just for like a weekend, and we went to the beach, you know, we did some things. We took the local bus because it was really easy to get around, but still we had to like walk. And at the end of the day, I come home and my feet, my ankles blew up They were literally sausages. I've never seen them like that puffy before. It was ridiculous. So I had to ice them, and now they're better. But still, once you spend the whole day on your feet, they get big. Be careful of walking around Italy. Make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes. Number 11, 10, just going up. Language barriers. So, my Italian is okay. I'd say it's pretty decent. I can definitely get by. There's still some things I'm learning. I'm learning every day. You know, you never stop learning. There's just some things, like, I can't even imagine, like, medical terms, even in English, I don't understand. So how do I understand in Italian? Like, so sometimes I'm like, I just like nod my head, like I know, and I look at my husband, I'm like, yeah, you get it? Okay, good. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos and if you want to watch more, please subscribe, hit the like button, all that jazz. I probably will be posting another video soon, maybe about my baby essentials, what I pack in my hospital bag. Specifically for Italy, because Italy, you need to bring everything to the hospital. And then eventually I want to do a labor and delivery video and my experience here, because that is going to be a huge difference compared to the States and Italy. Definitely check that video out. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.